Hello everyone, Armor King TV21 here, and we have another video coming at you about Armor King and a closer look at the Armor King's appeal. So at the venue of EVO 2025, we unveiled the gameplay trailer for Armor King, the third additional character in Season 2. We asked the director about the highlights and key points of the trailer. It also introduced Armor King's fighting style and new moves in Tekken 8, so be sure to read through to the end. So, the trailer highlights. The trailer was packed with exciting moments, but what are the key points you'd especially like the viewers to pay attention to? Above all, it's overflowing love for pro wrestling that we poured into this trailer. Since we revealed it at EVO, one of the biggest esports events, we wanted to create something that would get the crowd hyped and involved. The trailer kicks off with an introduction by Len Hart, and we envisioned the audience shouting along, "Armor King. Armor King," just like a real wrestling event. We wanted to recreate that electrifying arena atmosphere together with everyone. And these are HD screenshots. This one showcasing Armor King's rage art right here. The end of his rage art, very high quality photo. And we have the clash between Armor King and King in their special intro. In battle segments, we focused on fully showcasing Armor King's villainous persona, while still making sure players think he looks awesome and his moves are insanely cool. We carefully crafted the sequence of opponents' offense and defense overall action flow. The trailer strings together a series of moments that highlight his appeal as a heel wrestler. Savage strikes and stomps, a poisonous missed counter that feels like he's mocking his opponent, and a variety of fiery attacks that really bring out his rough, rebellious flair. And these are more HD screenshots. This one is of his intro, and this one is to highlight down forward 1 down back 2 into down forward 1+2. Okay. The climax features a serious pro wrestling match between Armor King and King, consciously contrasting evil versus justice. Our aim is for viewers to enjoy the scene as if they were watching a real wrestling match, with both characters throwing their all into each move with meticulously detailed visual direction. This PV is packed with Armor King's appeal. Please take a look. And it is very appealing. Now, they didn't address the fact that Marduk is the main push for this. So we may definitely see Marduk in the future. It's looking like that is going to be happening. So please tell me about his battle style and his signature moves. So as for wrestler characters, there's King, who uses orthodox pro wrestling techniques. In contrast, Armor King has the persona of a heel wrestler characterized by brutal attacks like poison mist, fire attacks, and stomping, while he also uses throws. He particularly excels in striking techniques, with his agility and acrobatic movements being his main appeal. In Tekken 8, Armor King can now transition to a special stance called Bad Jaguar. It's a new stance, chat. Okay. So with the ferocity reminiscent of a predator hunting its prey. It differs from his traditional shadow step stance by allowing the use of high, mid, and low strikes, as well as throws, greatly expanding his tactical options. By mastering Bad Jaguar, Armor King can achieve exhilarating aerial combos that were not possible in previous iterations. He still has the stomps. In the trailer, the Poison Breath were prominent. What kind of usage are you envisioning for them? In Tekken 7, Poison Breath was used as a proactive offensive tool. However, traditionally, heel wrestlers don't use it that way during a pro wrestling match. Therefore, in Tekken 8, Poison Breath is given the role of a move to change the momentum in a match, emphasizing its impact as a cheating technique. And that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Using his Poison Breath to startle the opponent and shift the situation when they seem to gain momentum is a unique fighting style for Armor King. Of course, that's not its only use. For example, it's possible to use Poison Breath as a follow-up from a throw, then further pursue the startled opponent with additional attacks, including the performative aspect of Poison Breath. It becomes a factor that spices up the battle. Well, it's really cool. Really cool. What kind of changes and enhancements occur for Armor King during heat? Fire attacks are also a symbolic element of Armor King in this game. During heat, his fists are enveloped in flames and various attacks are enhanced. Easy to use mid attacks with quick startup. High attacks becoming combo starters, and the addition of variations to the Power Crush after Bad Jaguar are some of the changes allowing for more diverse offensive approaches. Additionally, the startup of Poison Breath becomes faster, making it easier to hit opponents, so it can be used to mix up as a mix-up option. Being able to use what are usually defensive techniques offensively is a defining characteristic of Armor King's Heat. It looks like back 1+4 becomes a launcher. Could you please say a few words to the users who are looking forward to Armor King's participation? Regarding this trailer, I sometimes wonder if I went a little overboard with the direction due to the excessive love for pro wrestling, but I hope you feel the passion that went into Armor King's gameplay, including that aspect. Articles, that's the end of the article, guys. So this has been full coverage of the new interview article. So we don't know if Armor King is going to be retaining any of a lot of his old things that he has, like Wave Dash and such like that. But what we do know is that he is very much excelled in his own aspect of pro wrestling, and he's very different from King. Like, a lot of what Armor King is doing is extremely different to what King does. And Armor King has gained a lot of strike throws. So it looks like While Standing 2 in Heat might be getting the Fire Spark Dark Upper. Some of us are concerned of whether or not if Armor King is going to have Dark Upper in the game, but I have high hopes. I believe Armor King is going to still retain a lot of who he is in the game. We're still probably going to have Dark Upper. I don't think there's anything that bad to worry about. Crouch Dash 1 may no longer be a launcher, but we will certainly see, because from what it looks like, Armor King does have access to those moves in the trailer. So we still have Crouch Dash 1. Lots of things to think about, but chat, and also my YouTube audience, this has been my overview of the interview given by Nakatsu, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.